Colombia. When that name pops into your head, what's the first thing you picture? Is it Medellin and its incredible transformation? The high-altitude buzz of Bogota? Or maybe the sun-kissed colonial charm of Cartagena? Look, those are all amazing spots, no doubt about it. They're the big names in Colombian tourism for a good reason. But what if I told you there's a whole other Colombia out there, just waiting, beyond those popular trails? A Colombia that seasoned travelers talk about in almost reverent tones. A land of hidden urban treasures, so well preserved, stepping into them feels like walking right into a living storybook. We're talking about cities where authentic isn't just some cool buzzword. It's literally the air you breathe.
So, for a moment, try to forget what you think you know about Colombia. Forget the super crowded main squares and the souvenir shops churning out the same old trinkets. Today, we're not just scratching the surface, we're really pulling back the curtain. We're venturing into the heart of Colombia to uncover some of its most guarded urban secrets. These are the off-the-beaten-path cities bursting with raw culture, incredible history, and adventures you simply won't find on the usual tourist map. Ready to discover a Colombia that very few get to experience? All right then, let's get going.
Our first hidden gem? It takes us to the banks of the mighty Magdalena River. To a town so special, it's almost like time itself decided to hit the pause button, just to keep its beauty intact. Welcome to Santa Cruz de Mompox, or as most folks call it, Mompox. Now, this isn't just any old town. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a living, breathing museum nestled by the waters that once made it a super important colonial port. But when the river trade routes changed, Mompox became wonderfully, beautifully isolated. And you know what? That isolation preserved its soul. Picture this. You're strolling down cobblestone streets, not a single tour bus in sight, just gorgeous, perfectly preserved colonial buildings all around you. Churches that have been standing for centuries, their bells still ringing out, their stories practically soaked into every stone. Mompox was founded way back in 1540 and played a huge part in Colombia's independence. It was right here that Simón Bolívar, the liberator, famously said, "If to Caracas I owe my life, then to Mompox I owe my glory." You can really feel that history. It's in the grand old colonial houses with their breezy Andalusian-style patios spilling over with bougainvillea, and in the quiet, dignified feel of its plazas. Life here just moves to a different beat, you know? It's all about the gentle rhythm of the Magdalena. The midday heat kind of encourages everyone to take a siesta, to slow down, to just be. Evenings are for kicking back in rocking chairs on the Albarrada, that's the riverside walkway, watching the sunset paint the sky these incredible fiery colors while local families hang out and kids play. It's got this laid-back charm that's just completely captivating. But Mompox is more than just pretty buildings. It's famous for its amazing filigree jewelry, this incredibly detailed craft that's been passed down for generations. You can actually visit workshops and watch artisans as they painstakingly weave threads of gold and silver into these delicate, stunning pieces. And then there's Holy Week, or Semana Santa. Mompox puts on one of the most traditional and deeply spiritual Holy Week celebrations in all of Colombia. It's a really moving experience that draws Colombians from all over, but somehow, it's still mostly a local secret, away from big international tourist crowds.
Getting to Mompox used to be a real adventure, often involving long, winding boat journeys. While it's a bit easier to get to these days, it still has that magical feeling of being a world away. It's the kind of place that really rewards the curious traveler. You know, the one who's looking for peace and genuine heritage rather than just a quick photo for Instagram. Mompox isn't a place you just visit, it's a place you feel. It's like stepping back in time, a beautiful reminder of a Colombia that's rich, deep, and has so much soul.
All right, from the peaceful riverbanks of Mompox, our journey now zips us high up into the Andean mountains of southwestern Colombia. We're heading to a city that proudly calls itself Colombia's Surprise City. This is San Juan de Pasto, or just Pasto, the capital of the Nariño department. And trust me, it really is a surprise. Tucked away in this breathtaking valley, With the majestic Galeras volcano watching over it, Pasto is this vibrant hub of culture, art, and history that a lot of international travelers miss, and they really shouldn't. Pasto's unique charm comes from this cool mix of indigenous heritage, colonial history, and a really strong independent spirit. The city itself has some pretty impressive Republican architecture, which tells you it's always been an important place. If you wander through its lively center, you'll stumble upon churches that are total works of art, like the Templo de San Juan Bautista or the incredibly ornate Iglesia de San Felipe. But the true heart of Pasto, that's in its people and their amazing artistic traditions.
One of Pasto's biggest claims to fame is Barniz de Pasto, or Mopa Mopa varnish. This ancient, super intricate technique uses resin from the local Mopa Mopa tree. And get this, it's so special, it's officially recognized as part of Colombia's cultural heritage. Popping into a workshop to see artisans create these stunning, colorful designs, everything from decorative chests to intricate masks, it's like watching magic unfold. The skill, the patience, the sheer dedication, it's pretty awe-inspiring. These aren't just crafts, they're stories told in lacquer and gold leaf. And then there's the event that, for many Colombians, is Pasto, the Carnaval de Negros y Blancos, the Blacks and Whites Carnival. Held in early January, this UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage event is one of the oldest and most electric festivals in all the Americas. Imagine an absolute explosion of color, music, incredible floats, and pure, joyful chaos. For 2 main days, everyone, locals and visitors alike, playfully paints each other, one day black, the next day white. It's this beautiful, powerful celebration of equality and just being human together. It's an experience that's both totally wild and incredibly meaningful.
But Pasto isn't just about the carnival and art. It's also your gateway to some seriously stunning natural landscapes. And just outside the city, the Nariño region is absolutely stunning. Think dramatic mountains, peaceful lakes like Laguna de la Cocha, which has this charming little island called Isla de la Carota, and unique high-altitude grasslands called Páramos. You can explore indigenous markets, dig into the hearty local food, and if you're feeling a bit adventurous with food, you have to try cuy, roasted guinea pig. It's a regional specialty. It's a chance to connect with a part of Colombia that feels incredibly real and alive. Pasto might be a surprise, but it's one you'll be so glad you uncovered. It's a city with a strong soul, a rich tapestry of culture, and a warmth that'll stick with you long after you've left its high-altitude streets.
Our final stop on this adventure through Colombia's hidden urban gems takes us to another treasure of the Southwest, a city so dazzlingly beautiful, it's nicknamed La Ciudad Blanca, the White City. Welcome to Popayan, the capital of the Cauca department. And let me tell you, this city is an absolute feast for the senses, in every single way.
Popayan is one of Colombia's best preserved colonial cities. Its historic center, it's just this breathtaking spread of brilliant whitewashed buildings, incredibly ornate churches, and grand welcoming plazas. Seriously, walking through its streets feels like you've stepped onto a perfectly designed movie set. There's the Iglesia de San Francisco, with its unbelievably detailed facade and gilded interior, the iconic arched Puente del Humilladero bridge, which has a fascinating story, and a calm, stately beauty of Parque Caldas. Honestly, every corner here has a tale to tell. This city has been through earthquakes and conflicts, but its resilient spirit and its dedication to keeping its heritage alive just shines through.
But Popayan isn't just about gorgeous architecture. It holds a very cool, very special title. It was the first city in the world to be named a UNESCO City of Gastronomy. Yup, you heard that right. Popayan's food traditions are rich, diverse, and woven deep into its cultural DNA. The annual Congreso Gastronómico de Popayan is a big deal, drawing chefs and food lovers from all over the planet. Local must-tries like empanadas de pipián, these small, savory, peanut and potato-filled pastries, tamales de pipián, and the crispy corn snack carantanta are just the start. Exploring the local markets, sampling the street food, maybe even taking a cooking class here. It's an absolute must. This is a place where food is so much more than just something to eat. It's art, it's history, it's community.
Popayan is also famous for its Holy Week processions, the Procesiones de Semana Santa. These are some of the oldest and most revered in Latin America, and they're also recognized by UNESCO as intangible cultural heritage. The solemn, candlelit parades, with centuries-old religious statues carried on these incredibly ornate platforms, are such a profound display of faith and tradition that they transform the entire city. Experiencing this, whether you're religious or not, is like witnessing a cultural event of incredible depth and beauty.
Beyond the city center, the Cauca region is perfect for exploring indigenous communities, like Silvia, which is famous for its Guambiano market, and natural wonders like Buracé National Natural Park, where you can spot condors and volcanic landscapes. Popayan is a fantastic launchpad for diving into the rich cultural tapestry of this corner of Colombia. It's a city that feeds your mind with its history, delights your eyes with its beauty, and completely satisfies your soul. And definitely your stomach with its incredible food. It's refined, it's historic, and it's utterly unforgettable.
Mompox, Pasto, Popayan, 3 cities, 3 completely unique windows into the true soul of Colombia. And believe me, these are just a handful of examples. Colombia is absolutely packed with these hidden gems, from charming colonial towns tucked into coffee-covered hills like Salamina or Pijao, to remote jungle gateways like San Jose del Guaviare with its ancient rock paintings, or even unique coastal villages like San Cipriano, where you get around on a little rail cart called a brujita.
So, why should you bother seeking out these off-the-beaten-path cities? Well, because in these places, you'll find a kind of realness, an authenticity, that's getting harder and harder to come by in our fast-paced, super-connected world. You'll meet genuinely warm and welcoming people. You'll see traditions that have been kept alive for centuries, and you'll experience a Colombia that's a world away from the crowded tourist hotspots. It's about trading those crowds for real connections and pre-packaged tours for the thrill of spontaneous discovery. It's also about supporting local communities and getting a much richer, more complete picture of this incredible country. Now, journeys like these might take a little extra planning, maybe a dash more adventurous spirit, but believe me, the payoff? It's huge.
So, what do you think? Which of these hidden Colombian cities is sparking your curiosity? Is your inner explorer itching to go? Or maybe there are other off-the-beaten-path gems in Colombia that you think deserve a shout-out. Let me know down in the comments. I'd genuinely love to hear your thoughts and any of your own travel discoveries. I can spec off-the-beaten-path gems in Colombian cities is sparking.
And hey, if you enjoyed this little trip into Colombia's secret corners, if you're hungry for more real, authentic travel experiences, then please do hit that like button. And more importantly, make sure you subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. We've got so many more secrets to share, from Colombia and lots of other places too. You really won't want to miss what's coming up next.
Colombia truly is a country of endless diversity, a place where it feels like every hidden valley and overlooked town has a brand new surprise waiting for you. Venturing beyond the familiar, beyond what everyone else does, isn't just about seeing different places. It's about experiencing a whole different way of traveling. It's about stumbling upon something truly extraordinary when you least expect it.
So I encourage you, dare to explore differently. Dare to look beyond the usual headlines and the standard guidebook recommendations. Because Colombia's best-kept secrets are out there, just waiting, ready to share their incredible stories with anyone who's willing to listen. Thanks so much for joining me on this adventure. Until next time, keep exploring, keep discovering, and always keep seeking that path less traveled. Adios!